whether a company can disburse funds to the implementation agency as a corpus, for example, donating 1 crore or 50 lakhs to a agency and then, done with the obligation, or is there anything more required?
No, of course not, because the intention of setting up implementation agency is to have an agency of whose work you can monitor as a company. So it's just not you are putting in funds and then close your eyes. That's not allowed. We come back to the CSR committee. The utilization of the funds that are given to implementing agency for a particular project, not if not single, multiple projects. And we need to obtain the utilization certificate from the implementation agency to ensure that the funds that you have given to the agency are being put to good use, the approved use, and there is a tracking mechanism of that.
Yeah,
it's not a government established fund where you just put in and you're not aware of the utilization. The companies need to ensure, and again, it's the responsibility of the implementing agency also to give a utilization certificate
sure.
to the
company. Mr. Singh, very briefly, would you like to share your thoughts on the same area, on the deployment certificate or the utilization certificate?
No, I agree with Preeti. I think we following the same framework. So we are not putting the entire corpus into one. So that's the reason we are having multiple partners. And with the help of the dedicated staff for CSR, we always, monitor the implementation and ask for, the certificate towards the end, deployment certificate.
Chandan, now a company with all good intentions, they may have great intentions to spend CSR, but they may not be able to, spend it for some reason in say April to March, the financial year. So what happens to the unspent amount? Suppose a company was supposed to spend 1 crore by 31st March, and they're not able to spend it. So what happens to that unspent amount after 31st of March as per law?
So Sumit, law has very clearly spelled out what would be the what would a company need to do in case of unspent account. So subsection 5 and subsection 6 of section 135 talks about that. So there could be two scenarios. One is companies having some ongoing projects, and or there could be other than ongoing projects, like non-ongoing projects. So in case of ongoing projects, section 135 subsection 6 says that firstly, what is ongoing projects? So which and a project which goes beyond the financial year and including the financial year in which it has started, plus it can go up to 3 more financial years. So for example, if you've started any project in 22-23, so 23-24, 24-25, and 25-26. So this can go until that, and there could be non-ongoing projects also. So in case of ongoing projects, you have to actually very judiciously disburse the amount to your implementing agencies, because the law says for any unspent amount by 30th of April, a company has to open an CSR account for that financial year and has to deposit the entire unspent amount in that CSR unspent account. So and that can be utilized in a further period of 3 years. So every year, a company has to open an unspent CSR account in case there is any unspent amount, and then which means it goes financial year wise. Now, in case of non-ongoing projects, if the money is not spent by 31st of March, the only option which is left with the company is to deposit or transfer that unspent amount to a fund mentioned in Schedule 7. So for now, 4 funds are mentioned, as Preeti also covered in her presentation: Prime Minister National Relief Fund, PM Cares Fund, Swachh Bharat Kosh, and Clean Ganga Fund. So in case government establishes any other fund, as of now, these are the 4 funds. So which means in case of unspent amount has to be transferred to the fund, and in case of ongoing project, that has to be deposited in unspent CSR account by 30th day of April every year.
Understand.
Welcome to Complinity Technologies. Complinity is India's leading governance, risk and compliance software helping companies to manage their compliance, contracts, litigation, legal updates, inter-financial controls and more. Complinity is a one-stop shop for all GRC needs. With our proprietary 12 GRC modules and real-time legal updates on 2,000 plus laws and 24,000 plus compliances, all in an integrated platform that is easy to use with automated alerts and risk management capabilities, is why compliance managers, general counsels and chief financial officers choose Complinity every time. Join the most innovative and prestigious brands that use Complinity. Automating your compliance management. Request a demo at complinity.com.